Marion, Reneau, and Miesha Tate in the women's bantamweight division, the co-main event for UFC Fight Night Makhachev versus Miesha right here. They're both not really doing too good recently. Marion Reneau on a 4-fight losing streak. She also is 44 years old, same height right there, and a little bit of a reach advantage for Marion Reneau right there. Miesha Tate, a former UFC women's bantamweight champion, on a 2-fight losing streak to Amanda Nunes by submission and Raquel Pennington by unanimous decision. She's 34 or 35 years old. That's a humongous age advantage on Marion Reneau right there. But she has not fought in 4.5 years. That's kind of what worries me for the fight. The betting odds are very, very 50-50. They do have Miesha Tate as a very slight favorite, mainly because of her wrestling and grappling skills. Sorry about that. 18 wins and 7 losses right there. She is a wrestler and a grappler mainly. 7 submission wins and 3 knockout wins, mainly by ground and pound knockout, with 8 decision wins, mainly just dominating the fight on the ground for 3 straight rounds for the decision win right there. But overall, this fight with Miesha Tate and Marion Reneau, it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. We don't know what Miesha Tate looks like. I mean, I've been scrolling through her Instagram feed. She looks pretty decent, but I don't know how her striking is going to fare. Marion Reneau doesn't really have the best striking, of course, but we don't know. Sorry about that. We don't know if she's going to have the striking advantage right here, because Miesha Tate, she's been gone for 4.5 years. You never know how a woman is going to come back. I believe she was pregnant and had a baby in the last 4.5 years as well. We don't know how that's going to affect her as well. So there's a lot of factors heading into the fight with Marion Reneau and Miesha Tate right here. It's the fight I'm probably just going to watch. I'm definitely not going to do any betting because you just have no idea what Miesha Tate's going to do. And we got a 44-year-old Marion Reneau who's fighting for her life right here. If she loses this fight, she's going to get cut from the UFC. And if she wins the fight, maybe she gets a couple more fights. And she's basically doing this just for a paycheck. She's not doing this to become a UFC champion or anything like that. She's doing this to provide for her family. And when you're 44 years old, and if you lose the fight, you're going to get cut from the UFC. You're going to go all out in the fight. You're going to go all out in the fight. Put everything you have against Miesha Tate right here. And who knows? It's going to make a lot of money, especially being a co-main event right here. She's going to put it all on the line against Miesha Tate. I just don't know. She's on a 4-fight losing streak, 44 years old. Miesha Tate has better wrestling and better grappling, in my opinion. My instinct is to go Miesha Tate grappling and wrestling for the decision win, and a grinding, grappling, ground-and-pound wrestling decision win. But you never know with someone so hungry for a win out of 4 losses in a row and fighting for her life inside the UFC, 44 years old right there, and Marion Reneau. You just never know with a fighter that is on the brinks of getting cut from the UFC. You just never know with a fighter like that. She's going to put it all on the line. So my prediction is going to be a Miesha Tate decision. There's not really much of me basing on my prediction just off of her wrestling and grappling 4.5 years ago. I have no idea what she's doing in the last 1-2 years. Marion Reneau, we saw what she has been doing in the last 4 years, and it hasn't really looked that pretty. So this is a fight I would not bet on the fight. I would just look at this fight and watch Miesha Tate's performance in this one to make a prediction and make a bet on the next fight after that. This is a fight to just look back and eat some popcorn on, just like the fight night picks guys say. Just sit back and eat some popcorn for this one, because you never know what's going to happen with a 44-year-old fighting for her life and Miesha Tate, who has not fought in 4.5 years. So I don't really even want to make a prediction, but I'm going to go Miesha Tate just because of that wrestling and grappling. I think she's going to get the fight down, get 2 or 3 takedowns, maybe even 4 takedowns, and grapple and wrestle for 3 straight rounds for the decision winner right there. I'm not confident because I don't know what she's been doing in the last 4 years, but yeah, we'll see right there. Definitely not betting, and definitely not telling you guys to bet. That's for sure. Do not bet on this fight. There's much more better fights for you guys to bet on. This fight right here, Miesha Tate and Marion Reneau. I have no idea, man. I have no idea what Miesha Tate has been doing, and I don't know how hungry Marion Reneau is gonna be, being a 44-year-old. So it's a co-main event. It's a women's bantamweight division. I'm not going to bet. I'm not going to tell you guys to bet on the fight, but my prediction overall is going to be Miesha Tate winning the fight in a very close decision win in the wrestling and grappling game right there. Should be an interesting fight in the women's bantamweight division right there. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it should be a very interesting fight right there.